Hey, how's it going? Nat here. Let's see what's making news. Aussies Mollie and Ariarne Titmus have done us proud in the pool at the Paris Olympics. But elsewhere, things are starting to heat up, literally. Here's Sass to explain.
First up, we have a race that will go down in Australian Olympic history.
Aussie swimmers Mollie O'Callaghan and Ariarne Titmus, who are teammates, training partners and fierce Olympic rivals, went head-to-head in the women's 200-metre freestyle. The two were neck and neck the whole way, but in the end it was O'Callaghan who got to the wall first, just half a second ahead of Titmus, setting a new Olympic record of 1 minute and 53.27 seconds.
Gold and silver, are you kidding me? It is the best night ever!
It's the first time in 20 years Australia has finished in first and second place in an Olympic swimming final.
Outside of the pool, things are also heating up. It's really hot over there at the moment.
French authorities have issued a weather warning for Paris and the surrounding areas, with storms and highs of 36 degrees Celsius expected to hit. But organisers came prepared, with a plan of action to help support them, and extra heat-beating things around the city for spectators. That actually looks pretty fun. They were also hoping the heat would help to lower the bacteria count in the River Seine, but it wasn't enough, and the men's triathlon, which was meant to take place this afternoon, has been postponed.
Regional Aussie airline Rex is in a bit of trouble. The airline has put a halt to trading on Australia's stock exchange, leading many to think it's got some big financial problems. And that's got a lot of people worried, especially from regional parts of Australia.
There are a range of communities right around the country that rely upon Rex, where Rex is the only airline to go to some of those destinations.
Things have been pretty frosty and chilly across eastern Australia this winter. Parts of New South Wales and Queensland woke up to sub-zero temperatures this morning, with Goulburn Airport reaching minus 5.7 degrees Celsius. And the cold snap is just getting colder, with forecasters predicting some records might even be broken tomorrow. But not everyone's felt the chill. Are those shorts and thongs?
This is pretty much standard 365 days of the year. What I wander out in every morning.
Now it's time to meet some kids in Perth who are planting a tiny forest in their school. Here's Josh.
Okay, if you had to choose between spending time in a forest or a classroom, which would you...
Forest.
Whoa, okay, alright, well, I guess these kids from Ashdale Primary have made up their minds. They've been hard at work bringing a tiny forest to life, with some help from Dr. Gray Copeland.
We want to re-engage children with nature. Some have never played in the dirt before, some have never planted a plant before.
These wee little woodlands are pretty cool. They're planted using a special method called the Miyawaki method, which means they shoot up much quicker than normal plants. And they can fit into the size of a car parking spot, a tennis court, a street verge, or even
the size of a classroom.
They've been popping up at schools all around Perth. But why are they so important? One at a time, please.
We get oxygen from trees, so it's important to have more trees.
Plus, Dr. Copeland says the forests do wonders for keeping urban temperatures low.
I love animals and nature. I love animals and nature too. Yeah, me too.
Where is it? Oh. Yes. Well, the animals are at it again. What have they done now? First up to Rhode Island in the US, where thousands upon thousands of dragonflies have turned a pleasant beach day into a bit less of a pleasant one. While it looks a bit hectic, swarms of dragonflies are not dangerous to humans. In fact, they're actually a really important part of the ecosystem because they eat other pesky insects like mosquitoes. Now to China, where the world's only giant panda triplets are celebrating their 10th birthday. And this zoo's put on quite the show. Meng Meng, Cuckoo and Shuai Shuai drew a bit of a crowd as they munched their way through an epic snack tower. Now you're not gonna believe it, but that is a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. You see, Tweety here was born with leucism, which affects his colours, making him completely yellow. It's a very rare condition, and lots of people have offered to buy Tweety for tens of thousands of dollars. But the wildlife sanctuary where he lives says Tweety's safest where he is, so he's not going anywhere. Hello? Must be all. That's all for us today. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.